Morning all, welcome back to the jersey countdown video, and I have to say that the view counts have been remarkably consistent, which means that people who watch one video in this playlist are likely watching all of them. So thank you for your dedication, and today we're going to be doing from 120 to 111. There's a strong Canucks flavor to this set of 10 jerseys, and yeah, you guys will see just how strong a flavor of Canucks this is. Soon enough, let's go ahead and get started with number 120. Number 120. I was scared when Dallas announced they were going to do a rebrand. I thought it was okay when they actually revealed these jerseys. The more time goes on, the more I like them. It was a nice subtle rebrand. They did announce at the time that by going back to Kelly Green that was the color the Minnesota North Stars had worn as well. But you know what? It's okay. I, of course, also have this one with a Jake Ottinger as well. This one, obviously, first year. The Jake Ottinger is not. But, yeah, so there you go. Pretty self-explanatory that it is the Dallas current home jersey. And it is a design that I like quite a bit. I think they got this right. And, yeah, so number 120. Number 119 is this Florida Panthers red Reebok jersey from before they switched over to the logo they have now. I think this is one of the sharper designs Florida's had. The logo is huge because as time goes by, logos just seem to keep getting bigger, which, as I've mentioned before, I'm perfectly fine with. It's just a blank. I got this one through Full Moon Jerseys on eBay, I believe. And again, with Reebok jerseys, they're becoming more and more sparse in terms of finding ones that are brand new with tags on them. But I'm glad I have this one. And there it is, number 119. Number 118, you're about to get a twofer. So this is a fantastic logo. I've mentioned that before. And it works on a black background, of course, Philadelphia Flyers, farm team, and all of that. Really like the striping. I think they've done a nice job of incorporating a couple of different looks from Philly and kind of making it their own. I'm going to say this too, that I also now have the orange one, which is not on the countdown. The orange one's very nice as well. Get that off of there. There we go. Very nice jersey. Big fan. And so I wanted to get this one into the video, even though this one's not technically in the countdown. It would probably be, I mean, below the black one, but not by a lot. I think it's really nice. And again, I like the shade of orange and really, really love that logo. That logo is fantastic. It echoes the parent team, but it's its own logo. All right, when we get to 117, there's kind of a twofer thing going on here as well. This has already been in the countdown. This is my Rogie Vachon that I got from Ben H. Sports. And I like this one quite a bit. But for this part of the countdown, this is the one that's in it. This is a Reebok Authentic. I got this one through Jersey Baron on eBay. It is just a better quality overall. And again, that's because Reebok Authentics, the Edge jerseys, pretty decent product. But look at the size difference in the logos. It shows, like I said, this is the newer one, so it's got a much larger logo than the other one. And yeah, so, and some of the detailing is a little bit different, which is hard for the camera to pick up. But I do prefer the Reebok Authentic. That's the reason it's this high on the countdown. They're not cheap, but again, high quality, very nice. I don't wear it a lot because it's a lighter colored jersey, and I try to avoid playing around with those ones. This is a size 46, as you can see there, so not bad, and made in Canada, so which is a big deal for some. But I'm not. I don't really. I know I collect a lot, but I don't really care. The made in Canada thing. I mean, it's fine for others, I guess. For me, I just look and go, is it a nice jersey? Yep, cool. And yeah, this one's a really sharp jersey that I would imagine we get a Reebok or an Adidas version of this soon. I would think that the Kings give us an Adidas version of this, probably in purple, I would think. And is that wishful thinking? Maybe. But yeah, this one's a really, really nice jersey. And yeah, the logo, again, bigger and an overall better jersey, I think, than the other one. Not that there's anything wrong with the Vachon jersey at all. It's a nice one too, but between the two, I decided, yeah, they should both be on the countdown, and the Reebok one is higher. Number 116. How about another marigold yellow jersey? And it's the Canucks, and it's got the V shoulders, and you knew these were coming, didn't you? This is honestly, I like this one quite a bit. We'll never get that throwback, will we? Ever. They just do the black skate from 94. They're like, all right, we're going to do the skate jersey, and everybody knows what they're going to do when they're going to do the skate jersey. They don't do the white one, and they never do one in this color either, which I think is kind of too bad, because it's definitely part of their history. This, of course, has orange rather than red on it, which people know that I generally prefer. On this countdown, there are some red ones higher than the orange and whatnot, but I really like the V's on the shoulders as well. I've like, for people who say, well, you know, they should do a throwback to the Flying V, I think this is what they should do the throwback to, where the V's were just on the shoulders. Because I think you can make that look nice, whereas the Flying V, I don't think you can. But this one I like quite a bit. I know I'm one of the few, and I'm glad I have this. Number 115, Vegas. This gray jersey, and I know there's people who don't think it's all that gray or all that flashy. I think it's really nice. I've been a fan of it. It grew on me over time. I do really like the gold here. The red line's kind of nice. That's grown on me too. And again, once you've been to Vegas, you kind of get the whole red line thing. Vegas, of course, in the neckline here. Really, really like the secondaries on the shoulders there. This is kind of fantastic. And again, it's one that I do believe the last time I did the countdown 2 years ago, I think this one was a lot lower. But yeah, this time around, I was like, you know what? I actually do kind of like this one more than the white one. Mildly. May depend on the day of the week kind of thing. But like when I'm doing this countdown of, yes, these are my favorites through least favorites, there are some that I really kind of get torn on. So if I did the countdown all over again and I started from scratch, there might be some differences. But yeah, this Vegas one I do like quite a bit. It is a unique color they chose for their home color, so I really hope they don't eventually change it, but I get the feeling that at some point they probably will. But hopefully this stays as one of their jerseys, whether it's as a third or whatever they want to call it. Because if they ever decide to go with something a little flashier, I still think this one will be a popular one. So there you go. Number 114 is the Calgary Flames Reverse Retro. This is a Matthew Tkachuk. And you know what's interesting to me is that everybody took the Islanders to task for not doing a real reverse retro, and what they did was they just changed a couple of colors, and yeah, I did it too. But Calgary, the only difference between this and the original jersey is that it's black here instead of red, and it's a white Flames logo on the shoulders rather than red. I do prefer this one to the other horsehead jersey that I have. I think the logo is made really, really well. I think it looks fantastic. I do like the numbering on it and everything. And although somebody did ask in the comments, I'm going to give my honest appraisal that jerseys don't move up or down the countdown based on name and numbers and if they make them look better or make them look worse. I just graded on how the jersey overall looks. But I really like this. I like this here. I honestly think that a white version of this jersey would sell like crazy because they never did it. I've seen makeups. I've seen basically like somebody clearly got a jersey, a blank jersey, or they had a jersey that the logo was falling off. And then they got this logo and put it on the white jersey. While it looks nice, I won't order one because I don't know, what do you classify that as? Like it's obviously, you know, somebody threw that together and it looks nice, but it's not really something I could throw into the countdown or anything. But yeah, I think this horsehead would look really nice on a white jersey. And I get that people think it's a dragon, because I did too the first time I saw it. And I remember thinking, why would a dragon be on a Calgary jersey? That seems kind of weird. Make more sense with Vancouver with a really large Chinatown community. You would think maybe a dragon. Oh, it's a horse. Why the Flames? Oh, right, Calgary. Okay, yeah, all right, now, yeah, no, I get it. But it took a while to get there for me. But again, there you go. This one is number 114. the Flames Reverse Retro. Number 113, the Tampa Bay Lightning jersey they wore. Stanley Cup winners this year and the year before. Now, of course, if you're going to get the prime green jerseys, or if you're wondering what's the difference with the prime green jerseys, I looked at a post yesterday on this, and basically there's a white line around the outside that gives it a little more depth. This is a logo, though, that there's really limited things you can do in order to create depth. Unless you put like a battery pack in here and it actually gave off sparks. But I don't recommend that because then you light your jersey on fire, and I don't recommend that either. But yeah, so the Stanley Cup final patch here, which I think is nice because while I really like this jersey, thus it being this high up, I think that patch gives it a little bit of a, so it breaks up the rest of the blue on it. Now, the comment that often gets made is, this is basically the Red Wings jersey in Maple Leafs colors. And I have a hard time finding fault with that necessarily. And I don't know if Tampa eventually does something to change it, because now they won back-to-back Stanley Cups wearing these jerseys. They probably leave it exactly the way it is going forward. But I like the shoulder patches on these two. And one thing I really like is that this part of the blue here, that's just the fabric. It's not part of the logo is just the outline and the bolt. And I think that's really nice. I think it's a very simple design. I think simplifying it was right for them. And the logo is part of the reason why it's so high up on the countdown. Currently sitting at 113th. At number 112 is a jersey that matches my hat. I'm wearing a Bengals fan, and they're 2-1 this year, so I'll wear a Bengals hat. And I mean, obviously they're going to... I think Joe Burrow might be good enough to get them out of that. I hope so. But anyways, this is a Philadelphia Flyers, this Winter Classic jersey, which they ended up wearing more than just for that Winter Classic. This is absolutely awesome. This logo here, while it may attract cat fur, and they do, the kind of felt logos. If you got a cat or cats, in my case it's cats, it's not necessarily a great combo. But anyways, I really like the striping. I really like the design. I would love to see them bring this back in some form. This is just a blank here. This one I think I got through, I want to say Sport Check. Could have been Ice Jerseys. I know it was before I discovered Ben. So yeah, this is a Reebok. It's a size medium. And yeah, I like everything about it. I think it's a really nice jersey. And again, I'd love to see the Flyers. I just think this is such a nice, just everything about it. And then you look at their current home and away jerseys and you're like, but if you use this template instead, what could you end up with? So yeah, Flyers, 112th. And we finished on the Canucks, number 111. This is a Vancouver Canucks. This is the orange and gold design, which is tough to find. This was actually sent to me by a subscriber. I had never been able to find this one. So it's the Canucks before they went to the red and yellow. And again, I like the more muted colors. It's a nice jersey. I believe this is a size medium. And the CCM tag's still in really good shape. What it was that it had the number 12 on it and it had the number 12 on the arms. Now, I understand that Stansfield's number, but it was just yellow numbers, and so there wasn't a name bar on it or anything. So my wife has done her best to remove that. It was glued on as well, so there's still probably some work to be done with it. I may find a new name and number kit for this to put over what was on it, and yeah, I think that might be kind of fun. I don't know, maybe even take it into the Canucks store and see if they're able to do anything with it. The trick would, of course, be that it would have to be the color they used back then. I can't use like a red and yellow kit, so that's where it might be a little more difficult to find. But yeah, I really like this one a lot. I'm really glad that I have it, because that officially made it so I had every jersey the Canucks have ever worn in my collection. Maybe there might be an early 70s design they've had that I don't have yet. Should go through NHL uniforms and check. But yeah, it's a pretty full collection with Canucks. That whole these sections here, there's a whole section that's just Canucks down here. You can see, yeah, it's all just Canucks in that section. So it includes Utica as well, and there's room there for Abbotsford when those show up. But yeah, so this rounds out this portion of the countdown. Vancouver Canucks, again with the orange and gold. So let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. As always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.